Wir schneiden Rosen.
Wir schneiden Rosen. Ich werde mal dies hier und meine Brille absetzen. Die sind da nur im Wege.
Klar. Und was ist der Prinzip des Rosenschneidens?
Ja, das ist, dies hier sind Rosenbäume schon, die in die Höhe schießen. Hier standen einmal 40 verschiedene alte Rosensorten.
40?
Ja. Als wir hier kamen vor 10 Jahren, waren hier 40 verschiedene Sorten Rosen.
Wow.
Und ich habe weiter nichts getan, als sie am Leben zu erhalten. Einiges ist mir allerdings entglitten.
Was ist entglitten?
It has slipped away.
Eine ist weggegangen?
Die
Einige.
Rosen werden veredelt. They are being inoculated, says the English language.
Okay.
And I want to show you where this happened. For instance, there, that one, this one, was not the original brand, and it came out from below the budding point there.
So
The-
it changed.
Yeah, so it changed. It's the wild rose.
The
This
wild
here
rose
is a-
took over.
This is a wild rose. Normally, they have a very good rooting system, and the culture only comes on top then, and then it becomes more sophisticated.
Okay.
And so, where do we have now the first example of what to do? This one, no.
These roses are always such a pleasure to. They're so good. They smell so good.
Yeah. And now this is the very first one that I will take off. That's merely, otherwise it would be okay, but the wind has taken a very weak spruce away.
And
If we go along here, you can see that this has not been a good rose here. It has had too much rain for here underneath, and it has driven a lot of vegetation, so it's not a good
so vegetation instead of the flower.
instead of the flower. And then when the normal rose flowering time was over, then there was no much force left in power left in the roses.
Because the plant had used it to produce the vegetation.
Yeah. Now,
So
normally, and this I learned from my English friend, you take in about three eyes, 3 nodules,
okay.
and that you do regularly, because this here forms a rose apple, and too much power is then put into the. Here it is not yet ready, but it grows and grows and grows and becomes very decently large apple, and then the power is gone. The plant puts too much into that.
And that
And
would,
in order to manipulate the rose, you just take it off. This is one.
and then in terms of where you cut, you're going back 3
The-
nodules.
3 nodules, but
Counting from
uh,
here.
yeah, but you must also know the different plant. I know this one. It has a lot of flowering on the other side, and it flowers very short time only, 1 or 2 days, whereas the tall one there goes much longer. And
And do they all need to be cut back every year? Is this something that you do to every plant, no matter what,
Yeah,
or is it a
yes,
question
but
of
you
its
have to-
height, or?
you have to treat every one individually because they are different breeds of roses, different, not varieties, but
Species?
no,
No.
not species.
Genus?
Brands of roses, let us call it. It has been a major discussion about what is a species and what is a breed and what is a variety. Here in the European legislation. And this lack of conformity of, this one is dry.
Okay, so if it's dry, it's done.
Yes, but sometimes you do harm also to what is coming beneath. Therefore, I'm not cutting it down too deeply.
Yeah.
So this one is, it started off there, and what do I do to it? No, I don't want that to happen. It's too narrow to this bulk of the bush.
So then it will put its energy into one of these other shoots, you think?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
And maybe I should take it off altogether, but then it becomes too slicey, too high. And if we now look at this one, my healthiest rose from the plant point of view. This rose is very good. Or it is in a very good position, I don't know. That its placing here is super. Now, if you are a good rose farmer, you go along every third day, second to third day, and cut out the dry. And let's see, there's 2 new ones. This one is I take that off. I should take this one off because it's growing here into that bush.
Okay, so
But
the
I
idea
do
is-
not know. I do not dare it.
Because you worry about the health of the plant?
No.
So this one's crossing right through this other part.
Yes. this is what is not being done.
But why
You try to
have
to
it branch
get-
outward? So why wouldn't you take that one off?
this one.
Yeah,
It's just a feeling.
just a feeling. Okay.
But you follow it from down there. It comes up here, and then it always grew the wrong direction.
But it also has the shoot going off in this direction, which is not so bad, and this direction, which is not so bad.
No, but it should only go to the outside.
Yeah. Can we reroute it to the outside? I guess it's...
I certainly have done it earlier on in the year, and then a wind came, and then
It puts it back again.
it put it somehow other.
Yeah.
This is a steady fight. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So
So...
you already got hurt, huh?
No, nothing serious. But enough to have respect for the roses.
Yeah.
But there it still tangles with this other plant.
Yeah. And
That's-
but when the next storm comes, it will tangle quite differently.
Okay.
You will see it differently, and if you always take away, you never
Get
you
into the
lose
situation.
too much of what the rose has tried to grow.
Okay. There are a lot of yellow leaves.
Yeah.
Are those okay or natural for the time of year?
Yes.
You just
But
let them.
some are also because the year was wet.
Mhm.
There's fungus, and this is not only age; it is also fungus in the leaf.
Okay.
And I do not use any chemicals. I just
I know that in growing of grapevines, there's often a rose bush at the end of each line of vines, and they use it because the fungus attacks the rose first. And it can be an early warning
yeah
that the grapes must be attended to.
yeah. It's not any good anymore.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
doesn't.
So I guess there's always a balance between knowing how much is too much and how much to
Yeah,
take and how
yeah.
much to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, all the
And
leaves.
It takes an awful lot of time if you want to be serious. So it is the perfect job for an elderly person. And women normally have a better feeling. No, that fellow is dry.
Uh-huh.
But here there were still the leaves. So maybe I've made a mistake. Maybe this was too much.
So perhaps it could have grown, but as far as the plant is concerned, it will just focus its efforts elsewhere.
Yes.
And these leaves are quite red. Is this just a different varietal?
No,
It's just the time of year.
it's time of year, and yeah, it's spruced later on. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
this is a bit older.
Okay. Now, why are you taking that one? Because it's woody, and because there's nothing growing from it. Is that right? I mean, there was a little
Yeah.
bit
Yeah.
at the end, but maybe it just gets
Yeah,
too tall
you know,
if you follow it this
at
way.
the beginning, I wanted just to take this, and then I wondered what use would these have. So I took it off. Maybe I've taken too much. So, have we got that finished?
I'm concerned about the one that crosses over still. It looks like it's doing violence to the other one. I think when we moved it,
Yeah.
now it's really on
Yeah.
a collision course. Maybe it should go back or
Yeah.
let it go where it was. Well, the storm will take it there anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I guess we see. I mean, theoretically you could, if you were to cut this back,
Yeah.
then
Let's
it would
try.
Would it branch? What are you gonna try?
So,
Okay, well.
yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you for the lesson. We can do a few more without the aid of the camera.
Yes. I think I have to get to the top once more.
Maybe I can.
There are two dry ones.
Maybe I can go up there and you can direct me, and I can have the experience.
Yeah.